Mr. Coe, I've been watching the fray from afar on the TV broadcast, and I'm intrigued by the creative explanations that we've had here today. But let me ask you this. I want to give you a quote from then Senator Obama in December of 2007, and he said, quote, "The President does not have power under the Constitution to unilaterally authorize a military attack in a situation that does not involve stopping an actual or imminent threat to the nation," end quote. Now, I've heard the discussion of that. Can you give me a simple answer? Is that still his position?
Well, the key word is military attack. Is that from the Boston Globe, Senator?
You know, this was widely disseminated at the time. It wasn't just one publication. It may have originated there, I'm not sure. But you're right. I mean, this is how many angels can dance on the head of a pin when you're talking about, is it military attack? Is it hostilities? Is it whatever you want to call it? But it seems to me he was pretty clear in this statement. Is this still his position?
Well, Senator, as I understand it, there were a series of questions posed to various candidates and answered by their campaigns. My own view of that phrase, I was not involved with the campaign, is that it is an overly limited statement of the President's constitutional authorities. I think if instead of the word military attack, it says make war, that would clearly be a correct statement of law.
Make war, hostilities, military attack. This is all the same thing, isn't it?
No, Senator, make war has particular meaning under Article 1 of the Constitution.
Are we making war on Libya?
We are not. Not for purposes of the Constitution, and I set that forth on page 13 of my testimony.
Is this or is this not the President's position at this time, this statement?
The position of the President with regard to this action is set forth in my testimony in the position we're taking here.
Can you give me a yes or no? Is this or is this not the President's position at this time?
Well, I didn't hear the quote clearly enough. So
all right, let me try it again. Quote, "The President does not have power under the Constitution to unilaterally authorize a military attack in a situation that does not involve stopping an actual or imminent threat to the nation," end quote.
I don't think that's legally correct, and I don't think that...
Mr. Coe, I'm not asking about legally correct. Is this or is this not the President's position today?
I have not asked, but I would be very surprised if it's position, because I do not believe it to be legally correct or shared by those in the administration who are legal experts on this issue.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the President of the United States. Is this or is this not his position today?
I don't know, Senator Risch. I haven't asked him that question. I do believe that the same rules apply to presidents of both parties, and I do believe that the general understanding of the constitutional structure would be that that is too limited a statement for whoever is president.
You would, as you know, President Obama's predecessor, for every conflict that occurred under his watch, he came to Congress and asked for authorization. You're aware of that, of course.
I think the President George W. Bush came with regard to 9/11, the authorization of use of military force with respect to al-Qaeda, Taliban associated forces, and he came with regard to Iraq.
Notwithstanding all these other explanations and arguments you've made, don't you agree with me that that would be a really, really good idea to come to Congress and ask for that authorization under the circumstances?
My understanding, Senator, is that the administration has, going back to March 23rd, expressed that it would welcome this support. It has also taken the position from the beginning that's acting consistently with the War Powers Resolution. I do think you are putting your finger on the important question, which is the debate over the law can go on forever, but there is an important and urgent question, which is what happens to the civilians of Libya, and that's a decision that can be made by this body, this committee, and then by the Senate as a whole.
Well, and of course, you know, you can go beyond that too. You talked about the citizens of Libya. But we also got a really serious situation in Syria right now. Indeed, the Syrians aren't even armed, and they're being attacked by their government, versus Libya, where there's actually armed conflict going on. You would agree with that, correct?
Senator, this is an exciting time at the State Department. What can I say? There is only one of these countries with respect to which there is a UN Security Council and a NATO mission of this level of detail with this kind of designed roles. And so the analysis that we're describing applies to the Libyan situation.
And my point is, it deserves a debate that the American people can hear. Is that fair enough?
The more dialogue and debate on these matters of life and death, I think the better for all of us.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.